What's up, everybody? It's Blowover Productions here, and today we're going to be kicking off race number 5 of the Netflix Silver Series in Season 3 off at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So with that being said, let's talk about these points. In first place, we have Roy Rodriguez, followed by Olivia Dean, Max Henson, Joseph Stallone, Crazy Bob, Gio Tran, Renan Mazepin, Rob Satu, Nora Mom, Cody Gomez, Damon Wool, Disease Spreader, Mario Bade, Nick DiCaprio, Eli Tabor, William O'Donnell, Evan Friend, Joshua Rodriguez, Zakir Regis, Justin Joey, Eva McAllister, Puerto Rico YT, Jonas Walter, and Chase Smith. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about our lineup for today. On the pole position is going to be the number 95 of Joseph Stalling for Team Tiger 2, as per usual, sponsored by the U.S. Army in his Ford Dark Horse Mustang. On his outside is Z-Spreader in number 41 for Game Motorsports, also driving a Ford Dark Horse Mustang. Winner of our last race, Roy Rodriguez, in number 18, is driving his new scheme, which he earned by winning at Phoenix Raceway. Oscar Mayer, get fresh hot dogs today. We got a couple new drivers in the field. The first one being Vox Teske, who's going to be starting 6th in the field today. Actually, no, that's incorrect. She's starting 8th in the field. No, 7th on the 64 for Blazing Motorsports, sponsored by Body Armor. Then we have the number 94 of Delilah Jones, and number 94 for World Ride Racing Team. She's going to be sponsored by Red Bull today and her Chevy Camaro. And finally, we have Fanon Castellana, I'm not sure if I said that right, I might have butchered it, and number 68, driving for Flame Chase Journey, Team Flame Chase Journey, excuse me, sponsored by technically Honkai Star Rail, but it's something else. It's not quite that. Points leader Roy Rodriguez is starting 6th, like I said today. Then the 64 is in 7th, and there's a couple other cars. We got a field of 27 cars here today, folks. So with that being said, we're in the Geico Restart Zone. We got 39 laps. Let's kick off this amazing race in Atlanta, Georgia. Green flag out in the air. We're racing. The number 95, Joseph Stalling, holding the lead coming into turn 1. Here comes a huge push from the 27, Nick DiCaprio, trying to hold it there. Coming off turn 2 for the first time today, Joseph Stalling continues to lead. They're going to go 3 wide behind him for 3rd place. Nick DiCaprio stepping out for Game Motorsports. His teammate is Z-Spreader in 4th right now on the outside of Mario Bade in the 7. Vox Teske, is up to 5th so far. She's doing pretty good. She's getting a push from Gia Tran, a fellow female driver in this race. Justin Joey in the 87, also for Game Motorsports, trying to make a run. He's going to move Gia Tran up, and here comes Vox Teske to the bottom of Mario Bade in the 7. She's going to try to make a run up to 2nd now. And trouble coming off turn 2. Multiple cars in the outside wall. Roy Rodriguez and Joshua Rodriguez slide. The Rodriguez brothers for Los Hermanos. 2 out of the 3 Los Hermanos cars involved in this wreck, and they cause a huge traffic jam off turn 2. The caution is out early in the race here today. I should mention stage 1 ends on lap 12, but the yellow flag is out here at Atlanta on lap number, I think it was 2. Let's go to the replay and see what happened to those 2. Okay, watch the right side of your screen, well, kind of center, that 12 car, that orange number 18. He's on the right rear of the 12, Puerto Rico YT. They're clean there. And it looks like he might have just made contact. They hit that wall a ton. Someone got airborne there. What I believe happened is that Roy might have right hooked the 12 into the wall on accident, because they were racing a little bit too close there, and Joshua was on the outside, didn't really have a lot of time to react. Luckily, there wasn't too many hits. There ran a match panel, also a big time. Here it is again from another angle. Yeah, it does look like Roy just right hooked Puerto Rico slightly. I don't see any of the rookies involved in this one. Wreck early on here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, but it wasn't too bad, just a simple little spin. So with that being said, we will see you on the restart here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Atlanta. We're past the Geico Restart Zone, and the green flag's back out in the air. Stage 1 is back underway. Vox Teske is on the outside of Nick DiCaprio right now in 2nd. She's trying to get the lead. Nick DiCaprio in 1st. He won at this track the last time we came here in the playoff race. The last person who won this race, though, was Potato Chip in the number 15 for Gaming Motorsports when he was still on the team. This specific race was won by him. But the last time we came to the track, which was in Season 2, during the playoffs, was Nick DiCaprio, the man in 2nd place right now. Vox is starting to get pushed a little bit farther back as Mario Bade takes the lead right now. Rob Satu on the bottom, and contact! 2 cars off the track. It's Fanon and Renan Mazepin coming up the track in a huge crash coming in at 1. Multiple cars slide in turns 1 and 2. Huge wreck coming off the front stretch. There was contact. There was contact.
What is damage on the hood of the car? It's not that bad, but I think we can fix it.
You heard it there. Roy Rodriguez's spotter Carlos Velasquez trying to reassure him that they can get the car fixed here. While that happens, let's look at the replay and see what happened. Coming into turn 1, watch that 68, that purple Toyota Supra, right in the middle of the field there. Rana Mazepin comes up. He might be clear there, but then Nurna Mom shoves the 68 down into the 43. She probably thought she was clear of the 68, but then Random took Fanon off the track and he just slid back up and kind of spun into the field. Kind of a hard hit there. Probably not a race ender, but I'm not sure because that was still a pretty big lick for him to slide off the track like that and come back up. Collected a lot of good fast cars here today, like Roy Rodriguez, Evan Ferran, Max Stenson. Here it is again. Also, I should mention that Fanon is actually the first driver to drive a Toyota in the Netflix Lower Series, so congratulations to him for making that feat possible. There's literally a Toyota in every other series except for this one. I was hoping he performed good here today and show us what the Toyotas could do, but it looks like Nurna Mom had other plans. She might have ended his day by making that move. Not exactly sure who's at fault here, but that'll be up to you guys to decide. We're under yellow here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and we'll see you on the restart for stage number 2. What's up, everybody? We are back at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The green flag's out in the air, and we're racing once again. Stage 2 is underway. Stage 1 ended under caution. I believe Madi Obeid won it. Gia Tran is now on the outside as we resume racing here in Georgia. Rob Statue in the 4 is trying to push Gia Tran on that outside lane. We'll see if he has the speed and what it takes to pass the 10. Here comes a couple of cars stepping out to the bottom. Nick DiCaprio with help from Vox, as well as his teammate Justin Joey in the 87. That was a really strategic move that the 64 and the 27 just did right there. They waited and stepped out at the same exact time, and now they're going to go 3 wide. 3 forwards lead this field now. The 87, 64, and 27. Blazing Motorsports in between 2 Gaming Motorsports cars. 3 wide for the lead. Nick DiCaprio on the outside, Vox Teske in the middle. Here comes Justin Joey on the bottom, with help from Rana Mazepin of Los Hermanos. Coming into turns 3 and 4, Vox trying to get there. Nick DiCaprio on top, and around they go. Contact! Into the outside wall goes Vox. Nick DiCaprio with her. Damon Wolf slides around, and the caution's going to come back out. Not too big of a wreck. It looks like mostly everybody escapes unscathed. Stage 2 is under yellow now. Let's go to the replay and see what happened there. Coming into turns, coming in off turn 4, watch that 27, that blue car up on the outside lane. It looks like he tried to block the 7, but just got left hooked into the 77 of Damon Wool, and the contact sent both of those guys up the track into Vox. She did a good job keeping that car straight for the most part. You can see she's sliding right now, but she did not lose it, because you can see right there Damon's car gets hit again by Nick DiCaprio coming back up the track after getting hit by somebody else. And then she continued to keep the car straight even after getting hit into the outside wall. Very good job saving that car. Damon Ward goes around. Madi Obeid managed to escape relatively well again. Here it is. Boom. Sliding. Contact. It looks like it was Rob that hit Nick, and boom, right there. She did a good job saving that car. Delilah also trying to make it through here to the front runners of the pack. Not a good day for some of the rookies here, folks, but we're back on yellow flag conditions, and we'll see when we start. Welcome back to Atlanta, everybody. We are back racing once again. Stage 2 is back underway. I should mention that Stage 2 ends on lap 24, so we'll see if we can get there with no problems. Justin Joey's leading. Random Mazepin is on his outside. Josephine stalling with the run. He's getting help from Gia Tran right there in the 10. 2 of those Southeast Asian drivers trying to get the run. Nurna Mom in the 63. Gia Tran's teammate trying to help. On board with Gia Tran. Justin Stallings going to take to the lead as he steps to the bottom. Gia Tran might be forcing it through the middle. It's not going to work. Justin Joey on the outside. They're 3 wide behind Joseph now. Myrna Mom with a huge run on the bottom. She's trying to go somewhere. 2 Team Preppy cars behind the the 95. Justin Stallings trying to block 2 lanes. Now we're on board with Myrna Mom, seeing what she has in store, I guess. And now she's going to move Josephine Stallings out the way to take the lead. Random Mazapan right behind her, not giving her a single inch as they come back across the line. Myrna Mom leads this lap. Does Random Mazapan have the push? She's still on the outside, can't block the inside now because here comes Random Mazapan. Justin Joey on the bottom. Josephine Stallings is about a car length back from the 63 right now, but he's catching her, trying to give her that push that she needs. He's closing the gap. Gia Tran moves to the bottom. Risky move by the 10. Just enough room for her to squeeze through. Here they come back across the line. 3 laps to go in stage 2. Who's going to take the victory in stage 2? They're going to need those stage points for the playoffs. And it's not going to be easy for them. Coming down the backstretch, they're 3 wide for the lead once again almost. Random Mazapan is blocking her mom on that outside lane. And Justin Joey comes to the middle. Here comes Gia Tran on the bottom. Josephine Stallings tries to move down to block Max Senton. It's not going to work. 3 wide across the line. 2 laps to go in stage 2. Gia Tran is leading. Justin Joey is on her outside. Josephine Stallings now successfully blocks the 90 of Max Stenson and is going to stay in front of him, trying to give Gia Tran that push she needs to take the stage victory. Both Gia and Joseph have roots in Southeast Asia. Josephine Stallings originates from India, Myanmar, I believe Malaysia as well. Gia Tran from Vietnam. 1 lap to go in stage 2. Now Gia is going to get moved up to the outside by Josephine Stallings. Does Joseph have the steam to win stage 2? He's getting pushed by Season 1 champion Max Stenson down the backstretch. Here comes Vox. She's trying to get back up here. Coming into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in the stage. Josephine Stallings getting the run. Max Stenson close behind. Off turn 4. Max doesn't step out. Side by side to the line. It's Josephine Stallings in stage 2. Caution flag is out. Gia Tran second, Max Stenson third. Justin Joey fourth, and Vox Teske in fifth. That'll round out your top 5 for the stage. Josephine Stallings wins stage 2. He's going to get those stage points. The race is back under yellow for the stage ending. And with that, folks, we only have one more part of this race to get through, and that will determine who wins the entire race. Does the rookie Vox Teske have enough speed, even after getting involved in that wreck earlier, to win the race? We'll see. Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway, folks. The green flag's back out in the air after getting out the Geico Restart Zone. Stage 3 is underway. Who's going to win the race? As I was explaining before the restart, before the restart, Vox Teske might have what it takes to win the race in her first ever start in Yonkers. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like this happen. Max Stenson has a lot of damage on his hood. That thing is lifted. Coming into turns 3 and 4 now. Oh, contact! Max Stenson goes around in front of the field. Into the outside wall. Multiple cars involved. Huge pile up off into 3 and 4 actually. Delilah Jones and Eva McAllister caught up with the 90. That's one of Max Stenson's drivers, as well as Eva McAllister. They seem to be trading paint. Eva and Max have had quite the rivalry since that Season 2 championship race at Phoenix. Let's see what happened here. Max Stenson might be a slow car because of that damage. Vox Teske on his right side just right hooked him into the wall. I'm not sure if that was the fault of Vox or Max, who was trying to get out the way. Or I don't know if he was even trying to get out the way. He was just a slow car. Vox really didn't have any room to move up to the outside. She just kind of put him in the wall and then went around. Hopefully that doesn't end her day, because it was kind of a gentle hit, but you never know. Fanon, I believe, retired from the race now because I haven't seen him on track, and he didn't really take too big of a hit. Watch it again here. That green 90 car just right into the wall. Myrna Mom got involved in that. She went around. William O'Donnell, Mario Bay just barely snuck around the outside. Ooh, excuse me. What a travesty. You hate to see things like this happen to the drivers. Yellow flag is out. We'll see you folks on the restart here at Atlanta. What's up, everybody? We're back in the restart zone. It's lap 35 out of 39. Green flag back out in the air at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 5 laps to go. Who's going to take the victory? There's only 6 cars on the lead lap right now. So that means there's only 6 cars battling for the lead. And those 6 are Box Teskey, Nerdamom, Justin Joey, Rana Mazepan, Joseph Stalling, and Gia Tran. That's the 64, the 63, the 87, 43, 95, and 10. And right now, 5 of those cars are in the top 5 right now. Zakira Reedus is on the bottom. Vox is trying to catch up. We'll see if she has what it takes. 4 laps to go at Atlanta. The tension increases as the race comes to an end. Rana Mazepan steps out, making it 3 wide here at Atlanta. 3 forwards, 3 wide for the lead. Gia Tran is falling back. Who's going to get the advantage? Off turn 2, Justin Joey's trying to make a run through the middle. He might be able to block Rana Mazepan. He gets in front of him. Shoving to the bottom is the 43. And he's going to get blocked by the 87. Now Gia Tran's going to get a run and going to try to push the 43 out the way. She ends up moving Justin out the way though, but Justin continues to stay ahead. This is going to be intense, folks. Justin Joey in the 87, Season 3 YouTube Cup Series champion and Season 1 Hulu Truck Series champion, has not won a Netflix Lower Series race since Season 1, and that was at Talladega. Does he have what it takes after 2 seasons almost to win another Netflix Lower Series race today for Gaming Motorsports, the team he owns? We're on board with Gia Tran. Coming back across the line. 2 laps to go at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Justin Joey is still leading. Does he actually have the steam? Coming into turn 1 yet again. Gia Tran's trying to hold it there. She hasn't got the push. Here comes Joseph Stalling on the bottom for Team Tiger 2. Joseph has only won 1 Netflix Lower Series race, and that was at Homestead at the end of the season in Season 2 of the Netflix Lower Series. He almost won the first ever Lower Series race, which is at Daytona in Season 1, but a bad pit strategy costed him to lose it. Does he get a second Netflix Lower Series win today? Here they come. White flag out in the air at Atlanta. Justin Joey versus Joseph Stalling. Justin on the outside, Joseph on the inside, and now they're going to go 3 wide for the 3rd time. Rana Mazepan is on the bottom. Justin Joey gets held up top. Joseph Stalling battling side by side with the 43 onto the backstretch for the final time. We're looking at the wrong field of cars here. And now, coming into turns 3 and 4, Rana Mazepan has the push. Justin Joey's falling back to 4th. He's probably not going to get the win today. Off turn 4, here comes Gia. Joseph on the outside, coming to the line. It's Rana Mazepan taking the win at Atlanta. Checkered is waving for the 43. Los Hermanos gets 2 in a row. Have you ever? Whoa, around he goes. Does he keep it in check? Keep it straight, and ooh, he just barely kept it off the wall. Not sure how he spun out there, but he did it. He almost saved that car. That was very good. That was sick looking. That was metal as heck. But he did keep it off the wall. Los Hermanos driver and also team owner Rana Mazepan takes the victory here in Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is now Los Hermanos' 3rd win of the season, and also second win in a row. Roy Rodriguez just won at Phoenix. Rana Mazepan is also our Season 2 champion, so he can chalk this down on board of victories that he has. Congratulations to the 43, Rana Mazepan, getting the job done here today at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Los Hermanos is definitely one of our best teams in the Netflix Lower Series, and this is the exact reason why. They're going back-to-back here at Atlanta and Phoenix. Maybe they'll even be able to do the same thing at the Daytona road course, although I'm not sure who on their team is supposed to be good at road courses. I'd say probably Rana Mazepan, but who knows. He slides to the grass, ending his burnout early, not wanting to make the same mistake Damon did in the Truck Series by blowing his engine. But anyways, folks, with that being said, this has been Blowover Productions. This was the Netflix Lower Series in Season 2 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and we will see you guys in the next race at the Daytona road course. So with that being said, peace.